Yeah, I do too. We got the best Triad.
Yes, we do.
Awesome. Jeannie, how did that feel? Do you want to give some feedback to Scott?
I felt I just, again, he helps me to feel comfortable, talking about, things that, are happening in the moment, or kind of difficult to talk about. So, and I appreciate his, just genuine curiosity, and I like, and that was a good uh, statement when you made the statement about what is it, loving the enemy love, but I felt safe enough to say, what, that's not really what, that doesn't fit me totally, so I felt like I could say that, and it was okay, so and I appreciate his thoughtful just ways of drawing out, helping me to kind of, this thing I'm looking at. I don't have anything that, I'm looking at this thing, but he asked questions that made me go, let me look at this side, well, let me look at that side, you know what I mean? And it just helped. That's all I really needed, was to kind of attach some words, because quite honestly, I haven't had any conversation with anybody about this yet, post conversation from last night, so this has been really good for me to just sit and look at it from different angles. And I love that scripture about Paul, man, that was so good. So I'm going to go back and look at that. I think, like I said, there's some nuggets in there for me.
Oh, that's awesome. We could definitely sense that you felt comfortable. That definitely showed through. Anyways, for me, it did. Scott, how did that feel for you?
I actually loved it. I actually love coaching Jeannie. She's like so easy to coach. Like, I just love being in her presence and just having her talk and me listening and just, hey, how about you look at this?
Yeah, it was awesome. You, I'll just go through the list here. Some of the notes that I took. You were present, listening attentively, nodding your head, showing that you were listening. And you had a lot of nice, like, relational building points, like, how was your day? Tell me about it. You kind of like pulled a little bit out of there. From what I'm hearing, that's beautiful. And then that Saul-Paul connection really, it was a really great, you were like speaking her language, and it was a really cool connection. I thought you were asking questions really, really well, and that protective spirit and that forgiveness, like how you were able to pull those parts aside and say, hey, we can give weight to both of these, right? Like they're both you, right? And the way that you said that was really well done. I really liked how you said, walk me through the conversation. How did you feel? That was really like a paint me a picture moment or question. And then I found you, and it's so interesting, like now, side comment, as I go through all this, like, Scott, you don't seem to say much in your session, and yet you psychoeducated and resourced multiple times on top of everything that so the way that you're able to balance like listening as well as providing resources, I think is just fantastic. You listen, you leave room for the client to think, write, make those connections. And yeah, the pace and flow is organic for sure. So yeah, double thumbs up.